All right, well, today we're going to talk about doing a Mary Kay color session. And I know that can be a little intimidating for people because makeup is a little scary. There is a lot of different things to know about it, but we're going to break it down and make it super easy for you. I think one of the most important things is you can be prepared with the right products and the right materials. And I have a color flip chart that is really helpful just to help you do step by step everything that you would need to do in a color appointment. So let's get into this. I will try to link the resources here. The one that I have right in front of me is my not updated flip chart. So it will be a little bit better when you see the new one because it is updated with all the new products and the order is shifted around just a little bit. But what you're gonna need is your flip chart. If this is a in-person session, you'll have it in your binder so you can flip through the pages as you go. You're going to need a color closing sheet of some kind, so that's important as well. I like using the Color by Seasons resources. I'll try to link these as well. They give you great color options for people with different seasonal if they've done their season analysis or they know if they're a cool or a warm, it can be really helpful with narrowing down the color choices. But if you don't know their season, that's okay. You can still just use those as a guide as well. But what we're gonna do too is we're gonna have our products ready to go in, I use these black bags, that's what the mirrors come in, and I have them for different purposes. So this one is my mascara and eyeliner and liquid eyeshadow little bag, and this one I have my lip liners and my Supreme hydrating lipsticks in it. So depending on what product it is, I have it in different bags so that I can take it with me to do appointments on the go, or I can just take the products out and set them up on the table as needed. Now, you do not want your table to be like a color bomb went off. So as you are using the products with your client, you are going to keep them orderly and organized. Don't clean everything up as you go. You want to have all of the products that she tried in front of her, but you are going to have the extra applicators and the wands and the cotton rounds and the extra products that you did not use. You want to put those out of the way because it can get a little bit overwhelming with a lot of products in front of her, and a confused mind does nothing. If it's a messy space, she's not going to be able to make a choice on what products she likes at the end. So let's get started. So when I do a color appointment, hopefully if I already talked to her about her skincare in a previous appointment, if I have or if I haven't, either way, I always do talk a little bit about skincare. I ask her some questions and I write on the back of the profile card, how's your skin doing? How are the products working for you so far that you've been using? Any changes in your skin, anything that you're concerned about? Because I may make a recommendation right there on the spot for a new skincare product, or she may need to refill something, or maybe she wasn't ready to buy it the first time we talked about it, but maybe now she is. So I always start with the skincare because your makeup is only going to be as good as the skin that's underneath. So make sure you start talking about skincare first. Then, as you move forward into the color portion, you can ask her, do you want to do a quick cleanse just to get your face nice and clean? Maybe she came already with a bare naked face and that's not necessary, but you might ask, do you need a moisturizer? Do you want to exfoliate really quick so that everything goes on more smoothly? So sometimes my color appointments will start with a little bit of a quickie skincare appointment. I don't want to do a full skincare and then a full makeup appointment. Those are two separate appointments. It's really important to keep them separate because it will end up being a 3-hour appointment otherwise. And plus, when you do a skincare appointment, you really just want to do either no makeup or just a little dash out the door at the end where they do some lip gloss and mascara, maybe, a little liquid eyeshadow, but really it's very minimal, little CC cream just to get the natural glow going. But we're going to move in today in how you would do that full makeup appointment. So after you've talked a little bit about the skincare, you are going to ask her a couple questions. So Let's talk about your makeup routine. What do you currently use? How's that working for you? Is there anything that you would like to change about your makeup routine? Or what are your favorite features on your face that we want to enhance or highlight? What is something about your look that you would like to improve? Because if she loves her eyes, if that's her favorite feature, you want to spend a lot of attention and time working on the eyes. If she's like not in love with her lips and she says, my lips are kind of small, well, that's going to help you know what products to focus on and maybe products to enhance or products not really to worry too much about. Okay, so ask those questions in the beginning so that you can fill her need. You want to know what are the things that she is most concerned about, interested in, and that will dictate what your direction is going to be. But you're going to overall just do the flip chart, but maybe certain things will be emphasized or you'll spend a little more time on them. All right, so this is our flip chart. In the beginning, it talks about the brushes and the tools that you can use. And it is ultra important for your guests, every single person who is doing the color session. And I do recommend just doing this with 1 or 2 people at a time. I don't think doing a full color session works very well with a group of women. If you are doing a group color session, you could still talk about all this, but just use a color card or samples, or just do one look that's the same for everyone, because you cannot manage every woman doing her own look with her own colors. It'll get really crazy really fast. So typically we do color sessions more in a very small 1-to-1 basis, or maybe 2 people at the most. But everyone's going to get their own brush set. It's really important that she gets the brushes, and she's actually going to have 6 brushes over here, 3 brushes over here. So this is the enhanced brush set. Basically, it's all the brushes, and we are going to use the 3 that come in the brush set, which is the all over brush, eye brush, the crease brush, and the smudger brush. Okay, so you have those 3. I think we call them the accent brush too. And then you have the other 3. This is the cream color brush, the blending brush, and the eyeliner brush. So those are the 6 brushes that we have for every single person. I usually put it in some sort of a cup for them. I show them this, but we usually just leave it in the cup for them to use. And then you've got your big powder brush and your cheek brush, because those come in the brush kit. And you're going to use most likely a liquid foundation brush as well. All right, so you have her brushes ready to go. You talk about the brushes. Now you're going to get started. Her face is clean. You begin with primer. You're going to show her how primer works. Your flip chart is going to tell you all about what primer does. You're also going to go into the foundation. Now, foundation is I have a separate page on the updated flip chart, and it shows the different types of foundation we have. You might just want to keep it simple and do CC cream and just match her and just go with it, because it's light, it's natural. A lot of women prefer that. Or you may want to match her for the liquid foundations. Now I have a set of liquid foundations, and I can match people with that. On our updated flip chart, there's actually a little QR code where you can scan with your phone and do the quiz for finding out which foundation shade she would be. And then that can help you know which foundation shade you should either try or possibly order for her. If you don't have all the colors, don't worry about it. You can purchase little samples of them that you could use with her. You can do a stripe test to see which color would be closest to her match. But finding her undertone, either cool or warm or neutral, can be helpful if you are using the Timewise liquid foundations. And I don't have all of them in luminous and matte. I usually just test them out with the little stripe test using the matte, but I always tell them they can buy it in luminous or matte. But most women are probably going to opt for the CC cream anyway, because it's just a really easy, light, and natural approach to having a flawless finish. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to talk to them about starting with the brows. Now it says step 6 on here, but in the updated flip chart, it does not say that. It just says beautiful brows, because that's where we're going to start. I like, after foundation, I like to help them know about the shape of the brows and how it is really helpful to have a well-shaped brow. And you can talk to them about the different products that we have for helping with enhancing the brow. You can teach them about where the brow should start, where the brow should end, where the arch should be, and you can help them pick the right color, usually a little bit lighter than their hair color. Now, as far as going into the eyes, a lot of people will do a little concealer and under eye corrector mixed together. I actually mix it on the back of my hand, the two products together mixed right here, and it just kind of brightens up the eye and creates a nice base for the shadow to hold on to. So you could put that right there with the foundation, and that way your shadow is gonna hold on better and look more vibrant. You can also use it after you're finished with your look just to clean up under your eyes. And I believe that's how it's listed in this flip chart, but you can always just add things in as needed. Now the next part is gonna go step by step into adding the different colors in the compact. And what I usually do is I help her select the best colors for her. We look at my Pro palette, which is where I have all of my colors for the most part. I think we're missing a couple here right now because I've added them into this. But I help her look at different colors. We talk about her eye color, what eye colors might look better with different colors. We may talk about those different seasons and what colors are going to help the eyes pop if you are a spring or a summer or a fall or a winter. Cool colors, warm colors. You know, if that intimidates you, don't even worry about it. Just focus on the colors that are going to make her feel the most beautiful. And you can learn some basic principles about the color wheel so that you know which colors are going to work best for which eye colors. And what I do in my flip chart is back here, I have those resources so that if I need to refer back to, you know, what are the best colors for different eye colors, or, you know, what are the different foundation shades, I have all of my resources. This one tells me about contouring and blush and how to apply it. This is where I can go to figure out where to apply colors and which colors are best. So those resources are definitely available for you in the Mary Kay In Touch website, and I'm sure your director has those as well. So we are going to pick the colors. We are going to fill her compact with the appropriate colors that she has chosen or that we have used the charts to help us choose. And I almost always go with this Perfect palette because I love how it gives me 3 colors, a cheek color and a highlight and a contour, or you can put a bronzer in here and it just holds everything for her. It's her face in a case. So we select her colors first. We use her brushes, and it's just basically like a paint by numbers. We are putting on the highlight color first using the all over eye brush. Then we are putting on the mid-tone color in the crease. That's usually the matte color, and we're using the crease brush. So we're going through step by step which color she is applying, which brush she is using, and we are looking at the model to see where that color would be. In the flip chart, there is also a guide to show you with different eye shapes where your colors should go. So you have kind of this guide in the flip chart. It shows you if you are more deep set or closed set or hooded or standard eyes. We've got all the different ways that you can apply it. So you can keep this out so that she can refer back to that as she's applying it. And you know, applying makeup, it's a trial and error type of thing. You've got to just put it on, see how it looks, adjust it, blend it, and then go with a little bit of an adjustment if needed. You can try something on one eye and try a different thing on the other eye and then say, which one do you like better? You know, you're learning together. You do not have to be the expert in everything to do this. You can do this with, you know, just a teamwork approach of trial and error. So you're going to do your accent next. That is the darkest shade that's usually in the outer corner. You're going to use your little smudger brush to do that. Then you're going to teach her how to blend. This is where it all comes together. It's really important that she have the blending brush to just circle around and make those colors just blend beautifully. I always tell them, just keep blending. That's really what you need to do. And then again, you'll probably do some cleaning up. You've already put on your foundation. You've probably put a little bit of under eye corrector on, but then you're going to go back over, talk to her about concealer, under eye corrector, and help her get that really cleaned up, bright look. And you're going to use that liquid foundation brush to clean up under the eyes and to brighten and lift. It's amazing how it will cut this up right there, nice and sharp, when you take that brush and just glide it right on up. All right, so after you have done your eyeshadow, you're gonna go in with your eyeliner. So Mary Kay does not have samples of eyeliner anymore, but we do have the full length liners. I do think that that is probably the best way for you to go. If you wanna sample the eyeliners, I have them in separate bags in my bigger bag. I have all the eyeliner colors, and I sanitize these with alcohol after my appointments. You can just rub off the tips and it makes it clean for people to use. So you let her pick the color that she would like based on her eye color, based on her look. And these are great because they're waterproof and they are gonna last. So you wanna play up how wonderful the formula is and also give her tips. With every product that you're doing, you're telling her what's special about it, how it works, and some tips on applying it. And then after you do your eyeliner, you are going to talk about mascara. I usually let her do her choice of mascara, so I tend to have several kinds in my bag so that she could pick either the waterproof or the Great Heights or the Lash Intensity. But you know, you don't have to have them all. You could just have one or two and let her pick from that. Then you're going to move on to your cheek color, and you would have that in your compact so that she can just go right in there with her brush, put it right in the middle of the brush and pat it into the cheekbone. This teaches you what to say. It tells you how to apply the blush. It says apply the blush to the apples of your cheeks using the angled side of the brush. So it teaches you where to put it, how to put it. There's a diagram showing you. All right, you can just read it and repeat it. And then after you have finished with your face, you're gonna dust yourself with your translucent powder with your big fluffy brush. That is a great powder that helps to make everything look filtered. I call it my selfie powder. And when I sample the translucent powder, there's a lock on it. So you're gonna have to unlock it. And when it's unlocked, you put a little bit into the, oops, I think I locked it. You're gonna put a little bit into the base or the lid like that, and then you can swirl your brush around and you can get your powder out that way. All right, so then we move on to some lips, and I have the lip colors. I have lip liners, I have the lipsticks. I have them labeled so that we have the name of the lipstick on. I use a label maker, and that goes on the lipstick so that we can see the name of the lipstick really easily. Now we also have great charts that are going to be helpful for finding the right shade for you or your client. All right, so you can use those as well. And then we're going to finish with some finishing spray to just give her that, you know, look that's going to last. You can just give her a couple sprays. Usually you do it in a T and an X so that she can feel the effects of how it just feels fresh, but it holds the makeup on all day long. You want to encourage her to make sure to wash her brushes. So you're going to teach her about taking care of these and lay them flat. You don't want to dry them like this because then the water drains down into the actual holder of it, the handle, and it can separate the hairs. So she washes them once a week with mild soap, and then she is going to lay them flat. Now, this is where we're getting into the closing part of our session. And during the closing, you are going to be taking a lot of notes about what she used. You're going to have all the products that she used lined up in front of her in order, okay? The extra stuff that you didn't use, put it away, put it out of the view of her. You don't want to have piles of lipsticks and piles of eyeliners all over the place. Just line up everything that she used. And then you're going to start the closing. The closing is where you're going to say, okay, I have some special deals to share with you, and I want to talk to you about what you like the most, and I'm going to take notes. So let's go through everything and we'll write some things down and I'll share my specials with you. So we go through the things that she liked. We go through all the colors. I write down the colors because I want to remember which colors she used. Then I bring out my color closing sheet. And the color closing sheet has different sets. Of course, we always try to sell in sets. We've got the bigger set with everything in it that we tried today. We have the medium set that has a lot of what we tried today, and then the mini set. So there's 3 sets at the top. There's other sets that they can add on. There's a little bit of skincare in here. There's a pro palette if they wanted to get the big palette with lots of things in it. And there's a deal that they can get the eye makeup remover for only $15. So these are my specials. There's also the option to join for $35. And we talk about specials over here. We talk about specials over here. And we let people know that this is the best way for them to get a new color look, to get themselves refreshed at the best price. And so when we write down everything that she's tried and we show her the sets, then we say, so which set do you think is going to be best for you? And I also let her know that she can mix and match different products. So for example, if there is an eyeliner in the set, but she's like, I never use eyeliner, I would not want to get an eyeliner. Then I say, well, you can trade that out. You could put a concealer in there instead of the eyeliner. Or, if she's not a lip liner person, or, she really just says, I would never use a lip liner. I say, let's take the lip liner out. Would you use a lip gloss? Then we substitute. So I allow for substitutions because the makeup products are almost about the same price, right? So I do the substitutions for her. I figure out the best set for her. I total it all up. And then I always say, anything else? Anything else? I want to go back to the skincare. Was there any other skincare product that we talked about before that you wanted to add in? Is there anything you're running low on for your skincare or your body care routine that you want to add in? So make sure you're adding in some of those other products that would be helpful for her. Even though they're not maybe on the closing sheet, you want to always ask anything else. And don't forget, would you watch a video about our Mary Kay so that I can give you a free gift for giving me your opinion? This might not be something that you would ever dream of doing, but it might be. So it helps me with my training when you just watch and let me know what you think. So always ask everybody, and you should have a feedback postcard where they are filling that out at the end of the appointment to let you know, what kind of session they'd like to do in the future, and also what they thought of this Mary Kay business opportunity. So I hope that helped you. This is going to be your best friend. You're going to need the products. You're going to want to have the brushes. You're going to want to have the color. We really don't have a lot of the samples at this point right now. So you're going to need the full size regular products to help you do a successful color appointment. I hope that helps you. I know some of my things are not 100% visible or updated, but you get the idea. And if you have questions, please let me know. I'm happy to help you. Sorry about the dog barking. That is real life. The sun is going down. It's getting darker, but we got through it. And I hope that helped you. And I hope you go and do a fun color appointment with someone very soon. Don't be afraid to just tell ladies, I need to practice my color skills. I'm working on building a portfolio with women, and I need to do this with different eye colors. I need to do this with different complexions. I need to practice matching foundation and learning about different colors on different people. Would you help me and be a model in my portfolio? That's the best way to ask. And also, one last tip, don't forget, take a before picture when she has no makeup on and an after picture. It's going to be really fun for her to see the difference at the end of the appointment. And I always take a selfie at the end so I can share that on my social media. So I hope that helps you, and happy makeup appointments.